Lesson for Tuesday, January 16th. God is the judge. Read Psalm 75.
Psalm 75. To the chief musician, Altasketh, a psalm or song of Asaph. Unto thee, O God, we do give thanks. Unto thee do we give thanks, for that thy name is near thy wondrous works declare. When I shall receive the congregation, I will judge uprightly. The earth and all the inhabitants thereof are dissolved. I bear up the pillars of it. Selah. I said unto the fools, Deal not foolishly. And to the wicked, Lift not up the horn. Lift not up your horn on high. Speak not with a stiff neck. For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But God is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture. And he poureth out of the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them. But I will declare forever, I will sing praises to the God of Jacob. All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off. But the horns of the righteous shall be exalted.
Why is the boasting of the wicked in vain? As the sovereign king, the Lord is also a lawgiver, Psalm 99 verse 7, and a judge, Psalm 98:9, Psalm 97 verse 2. The wicked constantly threaten the just order that God established in the world, but the Lord will judge the world and bring the rule of evil to its end. Psalm 75 verses 8 to 10 and Psalm 96 verse 13. In Psalm 75, several images depict the irrevocable destruction of the wicked. The image of a cup with red wine, verse 8, conveys the intensity of God's fury as depicted at Jeremiah 25:15 and at Revelation 14:10. Cutting off the horns of the wicked depicts the end of their power and dominion, while the horns of the righteous shall be exalted. Psalm 75, verse 10. God chooses a proper time, verse 2, New King James Version, or appointed time, New International Version, for his judgment. This executive judgment clearly will take place at the end of time. See Psalm 96, verse 13, and 1 Corinthians 15, 23-26.
Before the Lord, for he cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness, and the people with his truth.
But every man in his own order. Christ the first fruits, afterward they that are Christ's at his coming. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to God, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. For he must reign, till he hath put all enemies under his feet. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death.
The Lord probes people's hearts as part of his judgment. Read Psalm 14, verse 2.
The Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men, to see if there were any that did understand and seek God.
It is reminiscent of Genesis 6, verses 5 and 8.
And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord.
Both texts show that the execution of God's judgment of the world is preceded by God's examination of the people's lives and seeking whomever he can save. This judgment is sometimes called the investigative judgment, when God defends the righteous and decides the fate of the wicked. How does it work? First, God delivers his people from the wicked, Psalm 97:10, Psalm 146, verse 9, and crowns the humble with salvation, Psalm 149:4. Second, the unrepentant wicked are destroyed forever, Psalm 97, verse 3. Some psalms poetically describe the uselessness of human weapons against the divine judge, Psalm 76, 3-6. The Lord is also a forgiving God, although he punishes people's misdeeds, Psalm 99, 8. God's people, not only the wicked, shall give an account to God, Psalm 50, verse 4, and chapter 135, verse 14. The Psalms convey the same notion that is expressed in other biblical texts, that God's judgment begins with God's people and is extended to the whole earth. Deuteronomy 32:36, 1 Peter 4:17. The psalmist cries to God to judge him, but relies on God's righteousness to defend him. Psalm 7, 8-11. Psalm 139, verses 23 and 24. The Psalms call us to rejoice in anticipation of God's judgments. Psalm 67, 4, chapter 96, verse 10-13, and Psalm 98, verses 4-9. How is God's judgment good news for those covered by the blood of Christ?